ciekawe, czy to jakoś chodzi. Nie mam pojęcia, czy to będzie dobrze wyglądało, ale zaczynamy! Teraz. Jej! Mały postój, finalne poprawki i jedziemy dalej. Jeszcze godzinka. Piękny dzień. Poza tym, że pół dnia leje, to jest spoko. To co? Szybka fajka i jedziemy. Co? Dziękuję. Wiesz co, Anita?
Teraz za karę 50 000 podwrotów nagrasz i już 100
Tak.
postanę.
No pokaż się, no pokażcie się, no pokażcie się, no.
Ja nie mam okularów, to nie jestem ja. Nie
O, Anita musiała wszystko
To jest
zepsuć.
Anita, ale nie Anita z kanału Witaj, bo Anita.
dokładnie.
To jest ta Anita
Kim
anonimowa. Co ty robisz w ogóle? Złą z siostrą bliźniaczką. Jo.
To zobaczymy siebie już nie wiem powiedzieć. Chodźmy, najgorszy moment samochód.
Zobaczcie w ogóle, ile fajnych ludzi. Bo... Przepraszam.
Halo.
Cześć. Zobaczcie, kogo tu mam. Anita, powiedz, jak bardzo się zestresowałaś. Nie będziecie słychać.
Bardzo mocno. Laura wyszła tak naturalnie, a ja byłam taka mega zestresowana, się zestresowałam. A potem było takie jedzonko i w ogóle i wtedy już było super fajnie. I ja właśnie żałuję, że najpierw nie było tego, a potem to i jeszcze widziałam, jak Laura nagrywała i to to wiecie.
A no, nie, dalej. Jak coś, to lećcie na kanał Anity, na pewno będą jakieś
Zobaczyć porawy angielskiej.
No, będzie git, także lećcie.
Yeah, the weather is very English. I feel very at home. But yeah, it's been wonderful being here. My mum and I are both here, and we had a nice day to explore yesterday, and it's such a beautiful city, and it's so lovely to finally be in Poland because you guys have been such a big support for the series, so thank you so much.
Nie wiem, czy mam tłumaczyć, szczerze mówiąc, bo widzę, że reakcja jest dosyć żywa. Oczywiście zapytałem, jak się podobała Warszawa. Spędziła dzisiaj dzień z mamą. Pogoda bardzo angielska, no ale mimo wszystko jej się podobało i bardzo dziękuję Wam wszystkim za to, że wspieracie tę serię.
Love story does move on slightly in book 4, but it's complicated. It's hard. I guess, okay, if you are a fan of Warden and Page interacting with each other, then you will like book 4. But then at the end you may not like me. But that's not necessarily to do with the love story. This is hard. Okay, but yeah, book 4 is going to be emotional, and I'm sorry.
Hi, so you included many European countries in the previous books, as Sweden or Bulgaria. And you said that when you were visiting Warsaw and sightseeing, you imagined Warsaw as a Siam country. Were you inspired to put Poland or Warsaw in the next books?
Maybe. I drew my kind of world map for book 5 the other day when I was deciding which countries were going to be Scion and which weren't. So I currently have this colour-coded map that kind of has every single country in the world on it. But maybe. I mean, it's definitely the kind of city that I got a vibe from it that made me quite inspired. So I'm not saying for definite, but maybe.
I have a question about the film. Are you not afraid that because it's by such a big company, they will change something very important in the plot and then the film would not match the books?
I think that is always a fear that authors have when they sell their film rights, and you get some authors that just hate their film adaptations. Like I won't say his name specifically, but there is one YA author who hates his film adaptation so much, and I hope that doesn't happen. I have what's called consultation rights, which means that they have to consult me about certain things. That doesn't mean I have full control over everything. So there's different levels. Either you have no involvement, you have what I have, which is they have to talk to me, but they don't have to listen to me. And then you have what E.L. James has, for example, and she has what's called right of veto. So she can literally say no, and they can't do it. But I think that would be a bit scary to have that responsibility. I hope it kind of has the same feel to it. I know it's not going to be exactly the same as the book, because it can't be, because it's a film. But I do trust the film company. Even though 20th Century Fox is funding it, the Imaginarium Studios is a much smaller production company. And I think we talk to each other a lot, and I feel like they have, they're on board with my idea of what the film should be like. So, I'm quite hopeful about it.
Do you have any actress that you would like Paige to be portrayed by, or would you like some new face to be in a film?
I think Paige I would like to be played by a new actress, actually, because I can't really think of an actress that looks exactly like her or that kind of feels like her in my head. I've only got one dream cast member, and that is Benedict Cumberbatch as Jackson. But the thing is, if he ever looks me up, he's going to see how many times I've said that over the last 6 years and think I'm a massive stalker. So yeah, he's the only kind of solid dream cast member I have. The others, I think it would be fun to see some new blood. I would like Paige to be played by an Irish actress if possible. That'd be really cool.
Hello, I wanted to ask about the other series you're working on. Can you sneak peek something from there, because I'm really interested.
I'll try my best, knowing that if I say too much, my publisher will go mad. But it's okay. So it's kind of a retelling of George and the Dragon. So it's a completely fantasy story, but a lot of it is based on George and the Dragon, the legend. And there's 4 narrators, 2 men and 2 women. One of the men is called Loth. Oh god, what else can I say? I don't know. I was really inspired by Elizabethan court life. So I've always wanted to write a book that's set in a court. I just think the politics of it is so interesting. So there's kind of like a queen and ladies in waiting and all that kind of thing. But then there's a completely separate strand to the story which is more based on Eastern dragon mythology. And I'm hoping to go to Japan later in the year to do some research for it actually. That is basically all I can say without getting in trouble, sorry. But I hope that you will hear more about it soon. I know my publisher is designing the cover at the moment, so that's exciting.
Me again. I wanted to ask you about, I think, because when we read a book, we feel all the things that the characters, and we can cry, we can laugh, or we can be angry. But when you write the book, do you smile when you're killing someone? Or think, oh, they're gonna hate me. I will kill you.
Yes. I was going to lie and say no. But yes, no, I do. Wow, this makes me sound like a psychopath. Yeah, no, I do definitely. I'm very in touch with the character's emotions because you know I'm in Paige's head. So first of all, I'm feeling her emotions, and then I'm separately feeling my own emotions. But yeah, no, when I've been writing book 4, especially, I've been like, oh God, they're gonna hate me, and yeah, maybe love me for this bit, but then hate me for this part. So yeah, no, I do get very emotionally tied up in these books. I mean, I'm so deeply into the world, and you know there's one bit that in the songwriting that I could actually feel tears in my eyes because of how sad Paige was, and I was like, oh no, I'm sad, this is ridiculous. Like, but I think that's good that I felt that close to her because it meant that I was really in touch with her character. But yeah, I mean I feel sad when I kill characters, and there's a couple of characters die in the songwriting and I felt bad about it. But yeah, I do sometimes have a slight evil chuckle to myself.
Hi again. Hey. So can you say something in Polish, for example, the title of the book or something?
I mean, I would, but I don't want to butcher your language. I couldn't even guess how to say it.
It's pieśń jutra.
Pieśń jutra? No, I think it's such a beautiful sounding language though, like it sounds so nice when it's spoken, but I haven't even tried because I'm so scared of sounding like a dense English person who can't speak another language.
We make so many mistakes.
Oh good, okay, that makes me feel better.
Hi, first of all, sorry for the English or for the shaky voice of mine.
It's fine, your English is fine, it's better than my Polish. So.
You said that you're currently working on 2 books, but I've been thinking, like, have you ever thought about creating a book which would be set in the world that you created in the bonus season, but you would write from another point of view, something like, for example, Lieber du did with 6 Crows and the Grisha trilogy. Have you ever thought about some other story set in the same world?
Well, I've written some pamphlets. So the pamphlet that Jackson writes on the merits of unnaturalness, I've actually written that. So that was kind of one thing that was written in the same world. I would absolutely love to write a prequel to the bonus season set in the Victorian era. I think that could be really fun. Obviously, most of the characters you know and love wouldn't be alive yet, but Warden would, so that would be kind of fun. That's the main kind of thing I would like to do. I don't have a deal for that or anything, so it may or may not happen, but I would love to do that once the series is over. And I think exploring the Victorian part would be a lot of fun. And I would love to write some short stories set in other Scion citadels as well, because I won't be able to explore every single one in the books, so that could be cool.
Well, that would be amazing, but I want to ask you one thing more. Like you said, you published like Jackson's Wife, and are you planning maybe publishing some more additional stories, novellas like this?
Yes, definitely. I want to write like all of the pamphlets that are mentioned in the book. So in the mime order, there's the Rephite Revelation. I'd really like to write that. I'd like to write Jackson's other pamphlets, and I might write kind of, there's other like poems and silly things that get mentioned that I would love to write as well. But yeah, no, I would like to do that. I like the world to feel like it's real, and I think that having those little extra things just really adds kind of depth and detail to the world.
Hi.
Hi.
I won't start with my English isn't very good.
It's fine, it's better than my Polish. It's fine.
Okay,
Don't make me
okay.
pronounce that again.
Do you have some sort of habits when you're writing? Do you eat, drink, for example?
I eat too much. No, I get like these sugar rushes and I suddenly eat like 15 biscuits in a row. But no, I drink a lot of coffee and a lot of tea. Stereotypically English, I do drink a lot of tea. In terms of like my routine, it's my full-time job, so I try to do about 8 hours a day. Sometimes I do way more than that though. Like when I'm in the last stage of editing, I think on the songwriting I did like 17 hours a day was just writing. So yeah, there's not really any particular habits apart from that. I sometimes listen to music. It usually has to be music without any lyrics because I find lyrics quite distracting. So there's that. Yeah, so it's tea and music basically.
Thanks.
No worries.
Może jakieś kupimy buki jeszcze przy okazji, co? Jest jakaś promocja? Przecież już mam 2 w samochodzie. Patrzcie jaka ekipa!
Proszę to zabrać ze mnie.
Jestem po godzinach. Oni też się wstydzi, nie chce z nami gadać.
W ogóle będzie po. Największe na świecie na ciebie za to, co właśnie robisz.
Będzie we vlogu.
Nie lubię z tobą rozmawiać, bo ty jesteś taka egzorcysty, ona odprawia egzorcyzmy. Ona tak mnie ostatnio przeraziła, że tak przyznaję to teraz. Piłam całą butelkę wina rozmawiając z nią, bo tak się jej bałam. Się upiłam przez nią.
Nie czuję się winna. Ani to, nie, no, żaden z nich był. Czekamy na podpis. W końcu. Kolejka jest niewielka.
Bo jest już godzina 10.
Już empik jest pusty. Także pora podpisać te cuda. Tak. Anita.